Sexual world and entering girl world. And girl world had a lot of rules.
You can't wear a tank top 2 days in a row, and you can only wear your hair in a ponytail once a week. So I guess you pick today. Oh, and we only wear jeans or track pants on Fridays. Now, if you break any of these rules, you can't sit with us at lunch. Well, I mean, not just you, like, any of us. Okay, like, if I was wearing jeans today, I would be sitting over there with the art freaks. Oh, and we always vote before we ask someone to eat lunch with us, because you have to be considerate of the rest of the group. Well, I mean, you wouldn't buy a skirt without asking your friends first if it looks good on you.
I wouldn't?
Right. Oh, and it's the
I would have to give myself an answer of a follower.
I think it like always depends on the situation, because I'm not like afraid to speak my mind. Like if everyone feels one way about something and I don't feel the same as them, like I would never be afraid to say how I really feel. But I think in like situations where like there is an activity going on, like I wouldn't want to feel left out.
Leader, of course.
definitely a leader.
I think I'm a leader because I've never been the kind of person to conform or not say how I truly felt about a matter because everybody else felt that way.
I feel like I'm neither, because even though I don't conform to everything that my friends do, no one's necessarily following in my footsteps. I just kind of do what I do.
Probably a follower.
100% a leader because I'm very enthusiastic, very loud, very energetic, and I take charge.
Because I don't take charge. I go to work, I do what I got to do, what I'm told. I lead the family, that's about it.
Sometimes I start things, sometimes I don't.
Got it.
But I feel like being a leader hasn't always led me down like the best path, because I have like stuck out and people have like not liked me because I've chosen to speak up about my own personal views even though everybody else disagreed with them.
Wanted to do.
No, I made bad decisions on peer pressure.
When I made bad decisions, it was like the combination of like being with my friends all doing it and also like kind of like not thinking about it. And I think that like all together, like we all kind of like make bad decisions
because it was really what I wanted to do.
I don't make bad decisions, so.
Like when you're with a group of people, you're more pushed into doing it rather than just wanting to do it on your own. Yeah. Sometimes my friends like push me to do things that I don't want to do.
Yes, I get called a wuss very often by my best friend.
No, but they make me feel bad for something I did that they didn't do.
No, never happened.
So one time, me and my friends were in someone's backyard and a car pulled in and we all had to run to the backyard and jump over the fence. And they all got over and I could not get over because I have no upper body strength. And I eventually did get over, but I still get made fun of today, even though it was 2 years ago, because I couldn't get over the fence, and everyone else did.
No.
Neither.
I think that I'm influenced them both good and bad, because I think my friends are pretty smart and more often than not they make good decisions, but I think that, like I said before, when they make bad decisions, I'm often there to make it with them.
I don't feel I was greatly influenced by my friends. I kind of made my own decisions always.
Definitely in a good way.
I think probably both. Like I've definitely done some things that I shouldn't have because of like the group of friends I was with, but I also think that like my friends have taught me a lot and like have influenced me in good ways. Like they've taught me good things about life.
Because people don't want to be left out.
So they can fit in more.
Probably well, because people just like try to be like their other. They try to be the same. You have to be different than others. It's better to be different. Different is a good thing.
Because of societal standards.
Everybody likes to be judged in a good way, even if you do the wrong things.
Because they want to seem cool.
I think that high school is really a time that people are trying to fit in, and if one person's doing something and people are thinking that it's cool, they're going to do it too, even though it's not what they think is right.
I think that teens especially conform to their peers because there's so much pressure to be like everybody else and to fit in and be one with like the whole group of people, and it's a lot harder to like find your own niche of people when there's like only 360 kids in your grade.
Because it's a brain thing.
Adults, for the most part, know how to make decisions by evaluating choices and weighing consequences. They do this with their prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for controlling impulses and emotions and forming judgments. Its neurons chat with the neurons in other regions of the brain responsible for, say, memory or movement through synapses. Thing is, teenage brains don't quite work like this yet. The prefrontal cortex may not be fully developed until your mid-20s, and teen synapses, those lines of communication, are still growing and specializing.
Probably.
I probably would. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not.
Depends if there's water. No.
Probably not, unless it was really fun.
If I want to.
No.
100% no.
There was one time where my brother jumped into a fountain because that's what the kids were doing for senior scav, and if I was not being watched by a mall cop at the time, I probably would have also jumped into the fountain to fulfill my brother's legacy.
Okay, so Lindsay, what is the longest line?
See.
The Ash experiment is one of psychology's oldest and most popular pieces of research. A volunteer is told that he's taking part in a visual perception test. What he doesn't know is that the other participants are actors, and he's the only person taking part in the real test, which is actually about group conformity. The actors have been told to match the wrong lines. The volunteer will be monitored to see if he gives the correct answer or if he goes along with the opinion of the group and gives the wrong answer.
3. Three.
3.
He's going to conform.
He's gonna conform because he is a conformist.
He always feels a need to fit in with any conversation that's ever happening.
Like anytime we would come home from a movie, Jakey's like, I saw it. Like we came home from Get Out, and he was like, yeah, I saw it. And we're like, what was it about? And he was like, horror. To be like,
he wants to be like everyone else, so he's gonna conform.
So he's gonna conform.
Okay.
C.
C.
I think honestly it's C, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Thanks.
We will conform to the group. Again, we're very social creatures. We're very much aware of what the people around us think. We want to be liked. We don't want to be seen to rock the boat, so we will go along with the group. Even if we don't believe what people are saying, we'll still go along.
Do you think that Lance will conform in this line test?
I honestly don't, because we already interviewed him, and like he said like that he is a leader, and he wasn't lying when he said that. Like his whole life, like he's never like followed other people. Like he doesn't make bad decisions because other people are doing it, and he'll probably be mean about it. And he always thinks he's right too. Yeah. So yeah, he definitely won't conform. So pick the longest line on that paper.
C.
Okay.
C.
And you can move the paper.
What, are you guys stupid? How is C the longest line? It's getting shorter by like half an inch. Like, what do you mean? It's big.
After collecting data, all of our evidence has proved that teens rate all the activities as being significantly less dangerous than adults rate them. According to Psychology Today, many people often believe that teenagers take risks because they are not good at evaluating risk. However, research has proved that teenagers are as capable as adults in evaluating risk. So, why do teens participate in activities that they know pose a strong threat? The best way to explain this is that during adolescent years, there is an increased interest in peer relationships and susceptibility to peer influence, and there are certain areas of the brain that make adolescents more sensitive to the rewards of peer relationships than adults.
Conform. Do you conform to society, Mr. Sammy Samerson? Sir Sammy, would you jump off the bridge if your friend did?